Look at the calendar. The days are running out. You can feel the temptation to coast, to relax, to justify a day off, to tell yourself that you'll just start fresh next month. This is the deadliest trap in the game of success. Most people treat the end of the month like a final bell, a signal to stop working. But champions know a profound secret. The final days are the most valuable days. You don't just win the month in the beginning, you win it at the end. You must finish the month strong. And here's why you need to hear this message. If you're feeling overwhelmed by the challenges of the present moment, if the thought of giving more seems like a burden rather than a privilege, let me remind you, you are not in this alone. We all experience those moments where the weight of our responsibilities feels heavy on our shoulders and the path ahead looks uncertain. It's in these times that the true measure of our character is revealed. I want you to consider the parable of the talent, a story found in the Bible that has resonated with me deeply. A master was going on a journey, so he called his servants and entrusted each of them with a certain amount of money, and then he left. Now, while he had given them different sums depending on each servant's ability, upon his return, he demanded an accounting. Two of the servants presented their profits, showcasing how they had carefully managed and grown the money he had lent them. But the third servant came back empty-handed. When asked for an explanation, he said, "Master, I knew you were a hard man, reaping where you did not sow and gathering where you did not scatter. So in fear I hid your talent in the ground." And for that he was judged harshly, losing even what he had. In fact, the master took away all that he had and gave it to the one who had shown faithfulness and good management. Now let's apply this timeless lesson to our lives. The master in this story represents your purpose. It's calling you to action, demanding that you make something of the time and opportunities you've been given. The talents or abilities are your skills, resources, and everything else you have at your disposal. And the journey symbolizes the season you're currently in, a season marked by uncertainty and potential for growth. The first two servants diligently managed their talents, understanding the gravity of their responsibility. They recognized that their master would one day return to see how well they had cared for what had been entrusted to them. Similarly, we must realize that life is full of opportunities and challenges that test our dedication and commitment to our purpose. How we respond in these moments determines whether we will prosper or falter. What sets the third servant apart is his fear. He allowed fear to paralyze him, causing him to bury his talent in the ground, representing wasted potential. Instead of taking calculated risks and striving to excel, he chose inaction, believing that his master was too demanding. As a result, he lost not only what he had, but also the chance to grow and thrive. Let's face it, sometimes the idea of fulfilling our purpose can be intimidating. Fear can creep in, whispering doubts about our abilities and questioning whether we're up to the task. But remember, fear should not dictate our actions. It's crucial to confront that fear, acknowledge it, but refuse to let it hold us back. This brings us back to the power of finishing the month strong. Why is it so important to push through when the finish line seems so close? Isn't it tempting to think, "I've almost made it, so why not take a breather?" Here's why you shouldn't succumb to that temptation. The first reason is that your character is forged in the final moments. Think about the countless stories of athletes who, despite being neck and neck in the final stretch of a race or competition, lose it all when they falter in the final seconds. The same holds true in the game of success. The non-stop pressure cooker of modern life tests our resolve like nothing else. And it doesn't just test us, it shapes us. It carves out our character. When you push through when everyone else is ready to quit, that's when you discover reserves of mental toughness you never knew you had. That's when you transcend from being another ordinary person to becoming someone who can say, "I don't quit." Second, finishing the month strong is a habit for winners. Imagine a football team on the edge of victory, but losing focus in the final minutes. Can you guess what happens next? They blow the lead and lose the game. Why does this happen? Often because they've trained themselves to coast. Champions train themselves to maintain their best performance until the very last whistle, until the final buzzer sounds. The key is to cultivate the discipline to stay focused. When the going gets tough, stay absolutely ruthless with your goals and commitments. When others are quitting, doubling down is the name of the game. The habit of pushing through in the final moments is what transforms temporary success into lasting achievement. Next, let's talk about how finishing the month strong compounds your results. Imagine saving your most brilliant ideas for the final days of the month. Suddenly, you're not just completing tasks, you're orchestrating a symphony of productivity. You're writing those last few paragraphs of your book with the same zeal as you did the first. Every email you send in the last week echoes with the confidence that comes from knowing you've given it your all. This is what it means to compound your efforts. In the last moments of any month, you have a unique advantage. While many are winding down, planning their weekends away, or mentally checking out for the holidays, you are redoubling your efforts. You are thinking, strategizing, and executing with an urgency that catches others off guard. This concentration of effort isn't just about getting more done. It's about doing your best work. It's putting your personal stamp on the final days. What you do in these moments defines the quality of your results. And champions know that quality matters more than quantity. But here's the beauty of compounding your results. By giving your best in the final days, you set yourself up for an even stronger start the next month. It's like a rocket gaining momentum as it approaches space. You're not just launching a new month, you're propelling yourself into the next phase with unstoppable force. Now let me address a common concern. Some of you might be thinking, surely there's more to life than just endless work. Shouldn't there be some balance? Absolutely. There should be balance. But balance is not about doing less. Balance is about doing what matters most with focus and intention. It's about ensuring that your drive for success doesn't consume you, but propels you forward in a way that aligns with your values and aspirations. Ask yourself this: do I really want to spend my time mindlessly scrolling through social media when I could be investing in myself or my craft? The answer should be clear. Champions don't shy away from making sacrifices in the short term for long-term gains. You can afford to miss a party, skip a social event, or delay some leisure time, not at the cost of your dreams. We've all heard stories of individuals who put in extraordinary effort to achieve success only to stumble at the finish line due to complacency or burnout. Don't let this be your story. You've come too far to quit now. You've invested too much in your dreams to settle for mediocrity. So ask yourself, which side of history will you be on? Will you be remembered as the person who pushed through the tough times, stayed committed to their purpose, and achieved greatness? Or as the one who faltered in the final moments, allowing fear and doubt to hinder their progress? It's time to make a choice. Stay strong, stay focused, and finish this month like a champion. Push past the limits you've set for yourself. Break through the barriers that have been holding you back. This is your moment. Seize it and never let go. As we approach the final days of this month, I urge you to remember the story of the talented servant. Let it serve as a reminder to stay diligent, to embrace challenges as opportunities for growth, and to resist the urge to settle for less. Your master, your purpose, is calling. Will you answer that call with unwavering dedication and excellence? If you resonate with these words, if you're ready to finish this month strong, show me by giving this video a thumbs up. Let your actions speak louder than words. Let's make the remaining days count. Let's turn the final moments into a testament to our resilience, determination, and unwavering commitment to excellence. Thank you for watching. Now go out there and conquer.